Alright y'all, let's do this. Hey friends, and welcome to the first video on this new cooking channel. It's my pretend cooking show, and remember, I'm from the South, but the South with a dirty mouth, and I gotta feed my crew, even though I hate to cook, so let's dive on in. Okay, so this is the items I'm going to be using, plus 2 chicken breasts that are in the sink. So I've got a bag of Brussels sprouts, the liquid aminos, sesame seed oil, rice vinegar, which I've never used before, but here's hoping. I found these because of my mother's recommendation. She said they're really good, so I'm gonna try and make like this chicken sauteed type of dish. And then I actually got this from Siam's. It's a keto bread, and it doesn't taste healthy. It's amazing, and I'm gonna make like a garlic bread or something. So we're gonna do and try this chicken stir fry. I am trying to get better about recording what I make, so that way everybody can go back and rewatch it if it sounds good to them. Okay, so I, fun fact, have the dullest knives in the kitchen. So I always just use kitchen shears. I have 2 chicken breasts here, and typically you're supposed to like heat up your oil first, and I didn't do that because queen in the kitchen. Anyways, I do what I want here. This is a judgment-free zone, and this is how I feed my family. If you're not down for it, then okay, cool, I don't need to hear about it. But anyways, welcome to the welcome to the hot mess in the kitchen. Okay, name of the channel. Anyways, I'm just going to cut my chicken up into chunks. There is oil. It's just olive oil, probably about maybe 2 tablespoons. And we're going to go ahead and start browning it up. I am going to season. Do you call it browning? Lord Jesus, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to cook it up. And here in a second, I'm going to show you the different seasonings that I used on this chicken. So I also added a little bit of butter to it as well. So I'm just going to season it by adding some salt, some pepper, and I also like to add some garlic as well. It's like garlic salt, I guess, or garlic powder. I know they're 2 different things, but this is no 5-course meal, okay? And I'm not trying to be spicy. I'm still working on my morning cup of joe, but like I said, my meals are going to be easy. And a lot of the times I'm not following a recipe. I'm just kind of winging it at life. So anyways, oh yeah, I add a little bit of turmeric in there too. I like to sneak a little healthy in there with my family. So I added a little bit of turmeric whenever I can. It's a great way to like help with inflammation or whatever. I mean, I'm not a doctor or nothing, but anyways, oh yeah, look at that. I added some ginger too. Look at me acting like I'm a freaking chef in this mother trucking kitchen. Alright, it looks like next I'm going in with my onion powder, and maybe I actually show the garlic that I put in here, and then that way we'll figure out whether it's salt or powder. But over here, y'all, we're just feeding the crew. There you go. That's what it is. It's just from Costco. I got a big old thing of it. I love this stuff. I put it on everything. I kid you not. Garlic, I think, just makes the world go round. Now I'm going to just go ahead and mix that around, let that cook up and everything. Probably throw in more butter because butter makes everything taste better. It's just like garlic. I mean, you got to have it. Ooh, by the way, I'm going to show y'all. I know a lot of people have been like, oh my gosh, butter's going to be in short supply or blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I make my own butter. I mean, I'm not no like Betty Crocker up in here, but I like to act like I am sometimes. Oh, look at that. I'm trying rice vinegar for the first time. I don't know the hype on that. It was literally like straight vinegar to me. It didn't like mess up the meal or nothing. And fortunately, I probably only at best put like a half a teaspoon in, but you don't have to do that. It's not something you have to have. It was just something that I had in the pantry and thought I would try it out. I probably saw it on a recipe, but God forbid I remember where I put that recipe because, you know, me. But this is one of our favorites. So the liquid aminos is something that is like a substitution for soy sauce. And soy sauce, actually, I think I read somewhere it has like inflammatory thingies in there. So I switched over to liquid aminos. My family has literally no clue. They just think I'm putting soy sauce on everything, and they're getting health benefits. So, you know, it's a win-win for all of us. Now, I will tell you all the healthy noodles you are going to see later in this video. they did say in here when I was actually reading the box that it does contain some soy, so it's not something that I'm going to cook for us too often, but just wanted to mention it. So anyways, I don't even know what I'm doing here, but I know somebody's going to be like, hey, are you in your PJs? I certainly, most certainly am. Oh, I know what I did. Wow, if you guys are keeping up, I really do appreciate it, because whew, I know. Anyways, I took some Lakanto monk fruit and I put that in there because that vinegar was like potent. Yes, I make a mess on my oven because it's real life, but I added a little bit of sweetener to it, and we don't follow any particular recipe. No, a lifestyle. That's what I meant. So this is a low carb meal, and I do kind of try and limit our sugar as much as possible, but at the same time, I don't obsess over it because that led me down a very dark path, and we're not going back there again. So anyways, I have no clue what I'm doing with these noodles, how to cook them. Apparently you can just eat them right out of the bag. So I just chucked some butter into the pot and I rinsed the noodles. I don't think I show you all that, but I went ahead and I rinsed the noodles. And then after I rinsed them, I just went ahead and chucked them into the pot with the melted butter. So, I mean, you can see they look good. They don't taste funny, but they are very bland. So it did take a lot of seasoning. And just for reference, I used 3 bags to feed my family of 4. That was way too many bags. I mean, we could have easily have gotten away with at least 2 bags, possibly even 1, because I used a whole bag of broccoli. So not Brussels sprouts. I must have Brussels sprouts on the mind when I started this video. Who knows? It's me. By the time I'm starting to cook dinner, it's been a long day and my brain is tired. So I do go ahead and start seasoning this. By the way, my salt that I use, that definitely wasn't enough, and I'll be back for more. But the salt that I use is Redmond salt because I have thyroid issues. So I just use that instead. It's better for your thyroid. And then I'm going to start adding some liquid aminos, and I just do a little bit at a time. Like I season everything like until like with my heart, until my heart is like, girl, you good. So I'm going to just apologize right now because in case you guys start asking, I'm going to be like, I don't know. Go with your taste buds, go with your gut. So I did forget to add some of the sesame oil to the pan and heat it up first, but that's okay. I just chucked it right on my noodles. Again, hot mess in the kitchen. This is not going to be like 5-star quality, okay? But everybody was fed and everybody enjoyed it. So we're going to go back with the good old garlic, and I start seasoning everything again. Don't be afraid of seasoning, y'all. Like, it's night and day how good it's going to make your food taste. So this, once again, was one of those things where I just start throwing seasonings in. You can add whatever seasonings you want because, like I said, I'm not following a recipe. I'm just kind of throwing stuff in and hoping for the best. So at this point, I went ahead and I tasted it, and it was still bland. So I thought, why not try some better than bouillon or whatever the heck I just showed y'all. This was actually beef flavored. I'm really, doing the most here, but it actually tasted really good. So at this point, I changed my mind. I was like, let's go with like a ramen type of taste maybe. So I got these really cute spoons from Shein. They're supposed to be like the small silverware, whatever, I'm tangenting. But anyways, I just did one that I think that you all saw, but then I added another little, it's probably like a teaspoon of it, and just stirred it around and everything. It ended up tasting much better, but like I said, they're just really bland noodles, and you really have to like work to get flavor. If you're curious, I actually found these at Costco. I just Instacarted them, and you get like 6 pouches in the box, and each pouch is like 2 servings. So anyways, I just go ahead and I throw my chicken in there, and I did heat these noodles up for a good probably 10 minutes. Again, it says you can just eat them right out of the bag, so you don't even technically have to cook them as long as I did. I was just trying to marinate that flavor in there. So after I add that, I forget to drain my broccoli because anyways, so I just chuck my steamed broccoli right on in there, and I do start to season things up again, add a little bit more of the liquid aminos and different seasonings and what have you, and then eventually I'm going to stir this and let it kind of simmer and marinate together. So I was going through my cupboard and I found some sesame seeds. So I'm leaving this clip in so you can see how much I actually add. I don't know, I just shakety shake and ended up topping it too at the end, so making it look all fancy up in here. But anyways, I also went ahead and toasted some keto bread. Again, my kids don't even know it's healthy. I just picked it up from Sam's and it's actually really delicious. So that was our meal. That is the first video on this new channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you decide to stick around for some more hot mess in the kitchen. Oh, because you guys are in for a wild ride. Until next time, kisses from Kentucky.